Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to be digging through the endless amount of turds in the Steam store and finding and playing various hidden story modes, single player games, whatever you want to call it, and letting you know if they are playable or should remain hidden. I'm going to be completing each game unless they're complete shite and really try to find some sweet little gems among the piles of cack developers give us. So now, without any time to waste, let's get into the first game. Also like and subscribe. Okay, so the first game is Live a Prologue, which is I think an introduction game to possibly the full version that is yet to come out. But this game is truly something special in terms of the way you describe your younger cousin's dogshit finger painting. But before we delightfully summarise the game, let's get into what makes Live a Prologue so special. So, our main character is the man Arthur Morgan wishes he could be, and that is Nick Rhodes. As you can see, the game is set in the Wild West, which you will find out is Mr. Rhodes' playground. He is being hunted by another cowboy gang led by the infamous Bill.
You made one mistake! Shit.
For an unknown reason, but Nick Rhodes certainly has a motive, as Big Bad Billy Bob's bandits had killed almost all of his crew, as you are told through the heart-wrenching dialogue.
Wait for me in the canyon. I will end it once and for all. We can't risk sins. I'll take care of it once and for all.
You've just said that.
Okay, lies aside, the dialogue in this game is absolutely terrible, to the point where it's amazing. I mean, the game is just a completely emphasized version of any type of cowboy film, game, whatever you want to call it, ever made. It has its quirks, such as the noise detector when you blow up the bandit camp.
Horse. Noise indicator. Mind Bill's camp, don't let yourself be discovered. What?
And here are a couple others.
Oh my god.
Bounty hunter.
Shit. What's the force? What? Where's my rooms gone? Shit, what?
I weirdly had a lot of fun playing this game, as it was just filled with so many unexpected turns, such as the 2-minute long credits you get to happily sit through right after the first mission, as well as the unbelievably riveting prolonged cutscenes that keep you on the edge of your seat.
Right, he's so dead.
Farewell, Bill.
Oh my god, this is so epic.
Anywho, after some serious lone wolf activities, we finally meet Bill for all of 2 seconds, as Nick doesn't listen to no one.
Rhodes, you made one big mistake. Rhodes, you made one mistake.
Unless you shoot Bill in the head, and then he will willingly kill you. After we kill Bill, his gang isn't so happy with us and they come for revenge, but when doing so they intermingle with our own gang, and you have literally no idea who the hell you're meant to be shooting at.
Who's on our team? What?
And as a plus, only half of them show up, therefore not letting you finish the mission, which is where I then emotionally turn off the game.
What are we waiting for? Okay, I'm doing this game.
Okay, time for the review. I think if you like period piece games or games you don't take too seriously, then it is definitely playable. But if you get too deeply invested into emotional storylines, then why the hell are you still watching this game? Go to the next one. Okay, so the next game I went for was Almost Home Now, which is one of those suspense jump scare Japanese games that get you crying like a little bitch. I mean, the game is literally a pixel art slideshow, yet the noise of a puppy forced me to slip out the turtle head, resulting in some booty bulge gameplay.
Fucking hell!
More seriously, the game allows you to control a little Japanese gal as she walks home in the dark, but some things just ain't right. As you venture through the eerie Japanese streets, you are met with dialogue.
I feel uncomfortable, ominous. I feel uncomfortable.
Which helps your direction, and your camera view is actually just the view of interchanging street cams as you progress through the game. I thought this was quite a cool touch, and another cool touch was the one the stalker was trying to get as he follows the little girl home, with the occasional camera swap to his point of view.
Oh. Yeah, say so. Oh, someone's watching her again.
This and the occasional footsteps really create a suspense that leaves you on your toes, as you know there is so much more at stake. The girl becomes aware of another presence that is trailing behind her, and the overall strange vibe that surrounds her. I mean, couldn't this little bitch just get an Uber or something? Like, who's letting a child walk through the woods at night, and why does she even make that decision? She's literally asking for it. I have no sympathy. Jokes aside, she makes it out of the woods and the stalker makes his move with a massive red flashlight.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, fucking what is this?
I mean, this guy's not the greatest stalker, which shows as the girl makes it home safe and slightly traumatized. In conclusion, I think the game was very short, but it did do its job by producing small deposits of urine into my underpants. Well, how the hell did that get there? So I do believe this game is playable, but don't expect much. What you see is what you get, and it is a very short game. But anyway, on to the next one. Okay, so the next game is Lure. I'm not going to lie, I got completely catfished when I got this quote-unquote fishing game, but of course it ended up being another horror game, because who doesn't love hearing me shit myself? Apart from the fact this game was extremely short, it had quite a well thought out story with hints that you don't recognise until the game is over. The dialogue suggests that we were sent to the old man at the Shinto shrine by a homeless man, where the old man will pay you for the fish you bring him. Unfortunately, my lack of knowledge around Shinto, a traditional Japanese religion that originated from the 6th century, was the start of my downfall, as Google suggests that one of their practices within this belief is food offerings to the spiritual beings. Now, keep that in mind. Thinking back, why the hell would a homeless man not be doing this instead? To get his bread up and get off the streets, suggesting there is something much more sinister at bay, and I ain't talking about the graphics. We meet the old man, and he tells us that we need one fish, and he will reward us. What a lying little nonce he was, as when we brought him the fish, he said to bring 2 more, and we will be heavily rewarded. Sounds like a scam. So I went back to gather the other 2 fish, which was no problem at the start, until we couldn't catch the second one and the suspenseful music starts playing. Great. We begin going to all the docks at the Shinto shrine to see if we can lure any in, but today wasn't our lucky day, and when we get back to our original spot, well, I'll just let you see.
Literally all the places I could fish. Is there anywhere else I can go? What the fuck is that? Ah! What?
Yes, that's right, we got lured in by a human corpse and was eaten by a huge fucking fish, meaning this was all a setup after all, and we were the sacrifice to the spiritual being, or in other words, your mother. This game is definitely playable for all of 4 minutes because that is literally its runtime, so hopefully I've been able to stretch this out in the video. But yeah, I like this one. Okay, so the next game is the Backroom Lost and Found. Now just before you judge and think, oh god, here comes another backroom game, because well, let's be honest, that seems to be the only types of games people are releasing on Steam. But this game is very different and doesn't exactly follow the regular qualities or goals of a typical backroom game. So, in this review, I played chapter 1 out of 2. Now I could have played both in one sitting, but these types of games stress me out and hurt my brain, so for the sake of my mental health, I opted for the first chapter. But when I tell you that's enough, I mean it, because this game has the biggest plot twist in pop culture history. We start in the usual spot, aimlessly running around those beautiful yellow walls we've all become so familiar with. Oh wait, I missed something. Cue the royalty-free backroom music. Much better. For our little venture, we come across multiple mannequins which aren't creepy at all, and we finally come across our little friend, the baby Quarrif, or as I like to call him, Lil Queef. Lil Queef told me to go find his mother, who had got lost in the back rooms. So with his magical ability to move the current room we were in, we could reach other parts of the map to find Mummy Queef. On our quest to save her, we came across paintings and signs that helped us in our journey, which would then spawn back into the moving room. Remember that.
Mannequins are alive in the negative side. Right, this is just freaking me out then.
While looking for Mummy Queef, the mannequins start to turn into these dark cloud-like entities, also known as the Pussy Munchers, from the lovely sound they emitted.
Big cloud chasing me. That is a disgusting noise.
The map became more dangerous as when you clipped through floors and walls, we were then transported into what seemed like the Upside Down, if you've ever watched Stranger Things. We finally found Mummy Queef and saved her, and eventually returned her back to Baby Queef. We then travelled further in the magical room until of course we had to find Daddy Queef, as he probably went to get some milk because of this needy little twat. But obviously to progress we had to go save him, and we eventually ended up outside where the terrain kept changing, but because of my immense parkour skills we were able to find him. After a long treacherous journey, the family was finally back together and I was kind of hero, until we travelled in the magic room and it ran out of fuel above the gaping hole below us. And for us to gain more fuel, we had to burn some items. Unfortunately, my lack of awareness made me burn Daddy Queef.
So I've just saved all of these and now I've got to burn one of them.
Causing disrupt within the family and Lil Queef to be traumatized. It was then when I realised I could have used the paintings and signs as fuel.
Oh. No way. I could have just burnt the paintings.
And Daddy Queef was sacrificed for no reason. I finally made it out and I was met with this message.
And found. The Quaros have mercy and forgive your cruel deed. However, they will never forget what you've done. Jesus Christ.
So clearly, Chapter 2 is Lil Queef's revenge. I definitely enjoyed this game, as I usually stay away from backroom games because they can be quite, well, boring. But this game is definitely special and is more than playable for your enjoyment and if you like to sacrifice miniature giraffes. Okay, well that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching if you're still here, probably not. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video to show your support, and if you like videos like these, let me know, and if you have any ideas for new videos, tell me in the comments. Do expect much more frequent uploads because I want the YouTube money, and yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.